There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. But that's some way to start this game. They're lining up for an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. So the Missouri Tigers offense will go on the attack first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Taking it the other way. The 10. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Rebels!
You can tell this defense is locked in early in this one. On the first drive of the game on 3rd down, they're expecting pass. They had multiple players in the back end defensively with their eyes on the quarterback, able to jump the route, pick it off, take it back for a touchdown, and they've already seized a ton of momentum.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. He'll try it again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Finds a man on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Rebels trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Lining up to add another. He's looking. They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. Picks up the 1st down, still moving.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right, you see that blocking and all the holes open up. That's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got the linebackers laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. That is no good. After the missed field goal, it is still a 12-point game.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The short hands, it's Alexander. Able to make his way past the sticks for the 1st down, and the time is going to drain out here in the 1st quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Time to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. On the run, it's Paul.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
The Rebels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Forced out of the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Trying play action. Pulls it in. It's Bradley. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. And the Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain. The Rebels are rolling down the field. On the option. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. And the Rebels back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They go to the ground. Sweet punt there. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry. The Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's the pressure. Catch in the middle, it's Watkins. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
How many 1st downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
Quarterback on the keeper. Jukes his way for more. And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Davidson. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. They just need a few more inches here on fourth down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. Trying to keep the drive alive. Just hammer it with this running back again. He noses his way into the end zone. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And, man, that stings. If you're a defense, you get all the way to a fourth down situation and held them so many times, and, man, they punch it in late, especially with the physicality. I hate when I get beat with physicality, and they pounded them, ran the football with all the big guys in the game, and got the touchdown.
Nice move to pick up yardage.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, and that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Punts it out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Missouri wants to go fast. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Terry. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Fires to the big fella. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Rebels in a good spot here with second and short. The play-action fake. Quickly out to the tight end. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Takes the handoff. It's Davidson. Jukes his way for more. An explosive play in the running game as he's gotten the first down. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Shoots it to the left. Got him, and nobody's close. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels!
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Firing to the right, complete. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. This is ultra-aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
But we're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense could do. You have got to make them pay for gambling on that.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again.
And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today at Oxford. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's head back to the Grove at our fellas at Vaught Hemingway Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. He's got it out. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
We just went into half and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Out of the gun to give to the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts it down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw. It's Holstein. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Rebels will... Oh, it's a phony punt. They're going to run it with the up man. He didn't get it, and what a stop by this defense to get the football back. This is probably one of those plays where you wish you had a do-over button so you could just punt that thing away. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
34, Missouri, 7.
And And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. He'll keep it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. He wants to change this route. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. With the catch, it's Bradley.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should...
All by himself down the middle. Past the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ole Miss. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that, dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Using his legs, it's Paul. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the gun, running back gets to give. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there.
Lost one deep down the right side. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Missouri!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
42, Missouri, 14.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Davidson. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir. No, Moss. Get it together.
Back to throw, it's Holstein. Caught near the sideline, it's Alexander. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Going for it all. Touchdown Tigers! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Man, talk about playing complementary football. You get the sudden change, you get the turnover, and now you turn it into points immediately. Nice job by the defense forcing it, the offense taking advantage and putting points on the board.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Might be changing the route. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, Tigers. And they turn it into a defensive score.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit, the ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
28.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They'll run the option. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Davidson. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
They'll leave it with him.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time it's complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. And the Tigers headed quickly to the line. Going to sling it on second down. On the run, still looking. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. If they can pay off this third and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on fourth and goal. They got him. It's a sack. Took a chance to try to score the touchdown, and they'll get nothing. They'll operate out of split backs. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9.
Yeah, and a nice job by this defense. This is a critical moment, right? We got to get the football back. They're backed up, thank goodness. Force a punt here, get the football back.
Oh, he's got some space. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. He's racked up 92 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Red pass, it's complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. He uncorks one deep. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. Got him downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at second and 11. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go.
He's loose. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. rolls and throws off the RPO. Touchdown, Rebels! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Under fire. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Ball's incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating. At least